From the moment I saw your smiling face, I knew in my heart you were my saving grace. You're the sunshine on my darkest days. With you, I'm lost in an endless maze. Every touch, every kiss sets me free. In your arms is where I long to be. Together we'll face whatever comes our way. Forever and always we'll seize the day.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you?
Hey. Blessings, everybody.
I'm trying to get my lighting in here. And hold on. You take it away, Ellie.
Hi, everybody. How is everybody doing today? Thank you for joining us. I'm blurry. I look clear on my end. Hey, guys. Arnie is not going to be able to join us today. Let's give him some healing energy out there for him.
Oh, speaking of that, I'm glad you mentioned that, Alley Cat. Yeah, you were a little bit blurry earlier, so maybe you're okay now. Like a weak connection. So Arnie said he would be listening from his device. I've been getting bad backaches probably for the last couple of years, and so my husband went to the doctor, and he was at a point where he didn't want to take any more pills or anything, and the doctor recommended Earthly. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this product, but I have to turn the light on for this to read what it actually has in it, and it helped me. I couldn't believe it. I told my husband, so he had this, and he put it in his drawer because it's not a pill. It's not going to make him well, and then about, I don't know, it's got to be about a year. He brought it up a couple of nights ago, and it's called Good Night Lotion. Okay, and let's see here. It's got apricot oil, shea buttered, filtered water, magnesium chloride flakes, mango butter, cannadella wax, if that's how you say it, and lavender essential oils. But I think it's the magnesium chloride flakes in there. So I started to do some research. So I put it on, because they say to put it on the bottom of the feet. So it seems to be helps this type of product, or any product, help children go to sleep. They're probably all wired for sound with technology. And it says to put it on your bottom of your feet only like a pea. It's an oily product, and it goes a long way. So I did that, and then I didn't realize I had to use pea size. So I had more than I needed, so I went on my hands and went on my legs. And my husband says, put it on your back where you're always complaining about it. So I slept like a baby, because that's what it's for. Everything that's in there is for sleeping, but the magnesium got into my system, and I woke up, and I almost felt like it was 10 years ago where I didn't have any back problems, and I was ranting and raving about it, but it wears off after a little bit, right? So I applied it again, but there's other products out there. So this product is out on Amazon. If anybody wants to at least give it a go. It's called Earthly is the products. I sent it to Mayday, and I took a picture of it, but when I took it, and I hope she's not listening, it says Good Night Lotion. She goes, is that a sexual thing? So we're talking my husband here. and so it was so funny that it helped. So the next day, I apply it, and I applied it where I thought I had sciatica. So I'm pondering on this thing, and then all of a sudden I kept saying to him, there's got to be a nerve back there that I'm not aware of. And then from time to time, I feel like I go into this pressure in my lower back, almost like it's like pressing on my, I don't know what you want to say, like not the colon, but it almost feels like I'm impacted and I'm getting constipated. But it's the pain that is doing that. So as soon as I put that stuff on there, I found a YouTube video out there saying exactly that. Sometimes when you have a backache, it actually will give you the constipation of the pain because it's a nerve back there. It's a nerve that needs to, it's inflamed, right? It's inflammation. So this stuff worked for me. I don't know if it's going to work for anybody else, but there's a lot of other products out there. I tried one that I did buy one. It's supposed to come today with arnica in it. Arnica is very healing. So I'm going to try that. And then one's with arnica in it from a different type of a company other than this earthly, was like $9. Amazon is selling their products. They're trying to move their products right now. We're going to see why in a little bit. But I just want to get, Arnie, if you need this, I will send some to you. Not this one, but a new one. Just to let anyone know that who may want natural products. And it's, your skin is an organ, and it will absorb it.
Yeah, I use spray magnesium. She's listening.
Oh my God, Mayday. Mayday, you said you were going shopping. Right. Busted. Let's see here. We have Ronnie is out there. Hey, Ronnie, how are you? Shelly is out there. Boy, people are popping in. It's a good time for us. How are you doing, Alley Cat?
I'm hanging in. I just got back from doing kitty duty. And yeah, coffee hitting me. I did not sleep last night, though.
Why?
No sleep. Energy.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, speaking about organs, this would be a good intro into it. So, it's a little bit of news, and then we're going to get into the readings, and we're going to have a fun time with you guys. So, stay with us. All right. We're going to be showing you some doors, and we're going to ask 4 people out there today to pick a door, and then we're going to do some readings based upon the door that you picked. I have no idea where this is going to go, but this idea has been gnawing at me. I just introduced it to wonderful Alley Cat, and she says, I'll play along. You know, she's like, okay. And I said, this will be fun for everybody. So we have, between the two of us, probably about, well, I know Allie's got a whole cart full of decks, right? And so does Arnie. And we'll do this again when Arnie comes back. But I've got 5 or 6 different decks here also. So we have chakra decks. She has, I think, galactic decks. I have archetype decks, ancestral path, and I'll show you those doors in a minute, so stay with us. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the current events. RFK Jr. is out there talking about organ harvesting at the hospitals. All right, and of course, this is a near and dear subject to the matters, and we've talked about it for years. This is nothing new for the people who have been awake. But it also was in a very negative way. Now we're talking about organs harvesting in the hospitals. And what does that mean? You guys can look it up. There's a guy out there, I can't think of his name. I'll find his video. Jimmy Dore brought it to my attention. It's another guy out there with millions and millions of views. And it's big. It's out on X. You can find these things. But if you have on your driver's license that you will donate your organs, make sure that you're pretty much well before you go into the hospital. And I'm not making this stuff up. This is not just whatever. So in any case, the way that it was working, now that it's being brought into the light, we might start seeing some changes. And I think RFK just did a particular story out there on this. It was in the news that he wants to stop this harvesting of organs in the hospital. So if you go into the hospital and you're kind of looking like you're on your last leg, they will take some of your organs before you know it and then pronounce you bye-bye. All right, I'm not making this shit up. It is what it is. So, of course, I'm thinking about my godchild, and she's going to be needing an organ and stuff like that. And I'm hoping that we're going through so much changes right now, and everything is being brought to the light, that there's enough people in this world that we can make things happen. And that's all that I'm saying. So if you're in the healthcare industry and you have a conscience, just report some of these hospitals. And it's a particular type of a hospital that is backed by who's ever behind all of this, right? So that's kind of where I'm going with this. And I didn't bring my notebook. I sat down and was so organized. Mayday, being a Virgo, would have been so proud of me. And my notebook is way over there in the other room. It is what it's supposed to be. So I just want to talk a little bit about that. How many of you guys actually know about this harvesting of organs? And I'm going to throw it to Alley Cat. What do you think?
Knowing it for a long time. A very long time. And it's more coming out in this country, but it's been out more circulating in the East. China being one of them, like all the Slavic countries. It's like if you watched Hostel, they were telling you right there. But yeah, it's a thing. I'm glad it's being exposed in the United States. But
good thing Buck is saying here that he updated his license and he unchecked that box. I have to look. I'm sure at some point back in Illinois, I was a big advocate for that, and not so much anymore, you guys. Not so much. So that's what I have for like certain updates. And let's see what Ronnie has to say. Hey, Ronnie, I wouldn't put that on the back of my license ever. You know, when you come from a blue-pilled state and they make you feel like you always got to do the right thing while they're doing the wrong thing. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. And I think that I'm in a really good area down here where they're all awake and stuff. And there's one town over. There's a big dispute that's going on. Of course, Janina's got, and it's not even the town that I live in. I got to get in there. And I'm just a warrior, keyboard warrior, just a voice in my opinion. I don't give a shit. If you're going to do something and you don't realize, and that's what I put in there. It was political, and they just said there's nothing wrong with what they're doing. I said, yeah, that's what they always said back in the big blue states. Look at New York, look at Chicago, look at what the hell is happening. California, people can't fly out of there quick enough. And do you blame them?
No.
Let's see here. Yeah, who is this out here is saying, oops, that's not the one. These are moving quickly. Hey, everybody, makes me sick in my soul. Yeah, it does. That's how deep this shit goes. B Ladybug, definitely. All right, I don't know if I missed anybody out there, but we're going to ask 4 of you guys out there, and if I could do this right, and I'm not guaranteeing going to be able to do this right, but I did. There's a picture that I want to bring up, and you guys, I'm going to let you study this particular. I don't know if this is going to come across good enough. I know. I got a PowerPoint out there. Where did it go?
Miss Dina and Mr. JQ say hi.
Are they home?
No, they're on the road, but they just texted me. And I'm like, I'm live with Janine. And they're like, well, tell her we say hello.
Hi, guys. We sold the kittens. Don't worry. We rehomed them all. Ellie Cat had this whole thing going on. You now have dogs. You don't have cats. Let's see here. I'm still trying to find my doors. Hang in there. I got to go to my downloads. All right. So, also, too, I did want to let you guys know with that magnesium that I was taking from my body and stuff like that. I think it does also help with brain fog. There is a lot of foods that we don't eat and we stayed away from that should have the magnesium in to help us, but that's part of the problem. All right, let's see here. All right, this is opening up. All right, this is not the best picture. I actually had AI draw me some doors. I could have done better on my own, but I'm going to share this with you. Anybody out there that wants to play, all you have to do is just, I don't know, maybe one of the Lori's or Ronnie can help us. Let me just share the doors, and I'm going to describe them. So take your time with this. We're in no hurry here. That's not the one that I want. I want this one. Okay. Let me see. Can I blow this up anymore? Yes, I can. Ooh. All right. So let me get rid of this comment up here for now. All right. So these are the doors. The first one is the way that I'm seeing it on the screen is a nature door, right? It's got grass all over it. Take your time with these, you guys. The next door is almost, I think this one is the best way that I can put it, and Alley Cat, please jump in. I look at this one as almost like people that want to escape, people that want to smoke pot, people that want to do shrooms, but it's psychedelic, I guess, is another way. These are more in the areas of people that like to escape. So take your time, and I'll tell you why I'm telling you to take your time. The next door that I have next to that one is it's kind of sideways there. It's got the pink and the blue and purple in there, and it's actually, this is really bad. Let's see if I can zoom in. Right here. This is more of a futuristic door. I want to go into the future, right? So what cards would you use with that? There could be a number of different cards. Or the next door over that's there that's looks like it's halfway open is going into the past, way back into the past. Okay, you can go back into different timelines. I knew Buck was going to do that. Buck, I knew it. I got to put this one up here. So Buck likes the trippy doors. All right, so there's the one that I call like the psychedelic. There's a lot of psychology behind all of these doors, and we're trying to do right now is kind of match up our card decks. This is going to sound a little crazy. No, I wasn't smoking anything this morning. So we're going to try to take our individual decks that we have at each of our locations. When you pick a door, okay, we're going to give you the reading behind that. And maybe it should correlate to what is going on with you now, maybe something that is brought from the ancestors. We don't know. We're going to let spirit guide us. And that's why I have our Mystic Frog here with us today. It's going to help us out. Unfortunately, the batteries aren't working for where his globe is lit up. Oh. This is one of these things in here, Alley Cat, that all of a sudden I go to change the batteries and then it'll just light up. But in the meantime, it's not working. So it's got a mind of its own. Froggy will turn on when Froggy wants it turned on. Oops, it sounded bad. All right. So let's see what we have out here. Anybody out there want to play along? You know, this is just fun for you guys. Take your mind off of, I don't know, the funerals that are going out there, the people that are leaving us very quickly, the changes that are happening. I look like I'm glowing in the dark here. Is it better with or without the light? Yeah, so B-Lady says, hard to decide. Okay. So if it's hard to decide, if you think that there are two doors, and we're only going to go with two doors because when I actually did this particular thing, I felt like each one of these were an aspect of myself, right? But if you're going through something and you're kind of stuck, let's go there, right? Let's just go there. Ronnie, if you could help us out, and Lori's is out there, and I'm sure I'm going to Rumble. I haven't even checked in on Rumble. Let me just see. Alley Cat, take it away.
So I'm gonna do the past. My past cards are not necessarily past, but I'm drawn to it, so we're gonna go with it.
Okay, I'm out on Rumble, and I wanted to see who's out there. Decoder says door 1 and 3. So we've got someone out there. Now, maybe a lot of people are going to want to jump in on this. So right now we've got Decoder. I probably need my pencil and paper, or if I could have one of the moderators help out, that'd be great too. So out on Rumble, I'm going to pick Decoder for door 1 and 3. Let me jump back to us here. Let me see who else is out there. Who wants to play? What's Lori saying? I don't know what that is. It's too small. I need to blow this up a little bit. This is, bear with me. All right.
So which one is one? Is that nature, or it's the other, what direction?
Okay, yeah. So that's a great question to clarify that, because it might be reversed for the people playing at home. So the number 1, I should have done that, put a number on it. Number 1 is nature. Number 2 is the psycho thing. Number 3 is futuristic. And then number 4 is Wayback Machine. All right. And Okay, let's see. Let's go just because we'll take two on each platform. Okay. So I think I'm going to go with decoder out there right now, and let me just see. Buck, I see that you were out there, so if you could let me know if this is really good. You guys want to continue to do this? We'll continue to do this. We're just having fun with you.
Yes.
So Dakota said number 1 and 3. Dakota, I just want to check with you if your number 1 is nature. And I'll wait for her response. And let's see what else do we have here that's going on out there. I'm just going to pop this chat out and then close up Rumble. She said yes. Dakota said yes for the nature. Do you have a nature one?
I
know
do.
Arnie
I actually have, I pulled the fox and ivy, and this is adaptability. So whatever you're going through in life right now, you have to be adaptable, flexible, able to navigate and steer. We have the trout and lily of the valley, and it's asking you to purify, which the energies are asking us to do that. The galactic card, I got the Akashic records, clearing stories, releasing past lives, and freedom. So all this put together, it's literally you're purifying that past story, those old self, wanting to be, you have to be adaptable in order to get this clearing done, and then purify yourself so you can merge into the new self.
Okay. And I'm going to go up to the top of the chat out on YouTube. So I don't have a nature one. So they're getting nature from you. And I don't know what, we don't need to know the question, but how about if we do this? If you have the majority of the cards of decks, I'm going to try to pick up on the energy of Dakota and see what this affects. So she picked nature, and what was the other one?
The galactic. And she says, Dakota says spot on.
Fantastic. All right, so let me just see what I get here. I'm just going to pick a couple of these and see what her energy is telling me. And this is, you're not going to find this anywhere else, folks. Only on Turn the Page and only with Allie. All right. If anybody would like an extended reading, you can contact either one of us, whichever one that you feel more comfortable with. And please just give a love donation, knowing that you would give a love donation for the extended reading. All right, so let's see here. My extended love donations would definitely go for the GoFundMe. If times are tough and you say I can't do it, that's okay. The only thing I would expect from you is to share the GoFundMe link, and I'm happy with that. All right, so with Dakota, what I'm seeing is that, all right, well, definitely got the nature one that popped up here. Yeah, she, you know, all of us are trying, as soon as I see this nature one of a mama feeding the baby birds in a nest, that basically is just, and it's sunny out, there's butterflies around her, definitely connected to the nature time, but it's also what I'm getting off of that for Dakota is knowing how to diversify among all the little birds and everything else that's going on and feeding, and whatever feeding might mean for her. But when I actually, what the other one was, what, the future?
Yeah. Oh, the galactic, whatever.
Okay, yeah, the galactic. So there's okay, so it is almost like you're constantly, you know, seeking out, right? You're constantly looking out. You have everything near and dear to your heart, Dakota, but at the same time, it's always like you're looking so far beyond where you need to be looking, where you've got all of your whatever it is that you need, your essentials in life right there with you. And of course, I see it's very near and dear to your heart, so it's something very personal. So just know that you're going to be okay along with the rest of us. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right. So I hope that helped her out. Who's next?
Arnie wants.
Arnie?
Yeah.
Where is Arnie? Oh, good. Good. I am looking for a moderator to come on here to help us in the near future. You don't have to be on camera. You just have to keep Janine under control. All right. All right. I'm trying to find Arnie on here.
So
which ones did he pick?
2 and 4.
Okay. So that would be, if I look at my chart over here, that would definitely be the psychedelic one in the future. You have the deck for those.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you pull. You got more decks than I do.
I'm just going to out, and whatever I'm feeling is going. So, for sure.
Excelente. So Dakota, while you're doing that, Dakota is saying absolutely, always trying to better myself. There you go. And you're doing a great job at it. Just make sure that you're taking care of yourself, please. All right. Thank you for playing out on Rumble.
What card is this?
Buck is laughing.
This is a weird deck that I have, but it's like an empath, but it's very futuristic and psychedelic. This one is bonding with the rhythm of life and asking how and why everything is meant to be. Noticing the cyclical nature of plants, animals, in the natural world. Surrendering to that which is unknown. And everything has a meaning. This can be excruciating as a theory to accept, but we find this message repeating over and over across time, culture, and religion. It's okay to doubt this time, not least on an account of the world's incomprehensible horrors, but something this outlook, hang on, has life echoes inside the heart of every empath, even if we can't entirely understand how. The rhythm of life is evolution and expansion. If everything is meant to be, the empathy is a force that propels things into their proper place. And we can choose to take perspective that we ourselves are spirit or God experiencing itself. If we are indeed spirit, then our every thought, word, and action carries spiritual significance.
It's pretty much the same with Arnie all the time. He's going to be doing... Arnie, you got to do it, man. That's all I can say. Go ahead. Are you done?
For that one, I'm going to do the future, but I have to shuffle. Well, that's strong. For the future, it says angelic assistance, divine guidance, loving support, but take that as you are the angelic assistance. And that's what your mission and your path really is.
Beautiful.
That's your role.
Are you done? You got to say Roger, over. All right, so what I got for Arnie is that he is the pulse of the life. If you look at it from a galactic perspective, whoa! If we lose power, we've got one hell of a lightning storm happening out there.
You can hear it. You can hear it.
Mama, I'm coming home. All right. That's a tribute to Ozzy Osbourne and his family. Holy fuck. All right. All right. Sorry about that. So the galactic core, he's the pulse of the life. And also the very healing Archangel Michael. This always comes up for him. It's been coming up for him. If you want to look at the futuristic things, if you're talking about futuristic and Akashic, past, present, and future, right? And this is where maybe he's needs to bring in some more of that energy that he knows that is coming from the future, and hold it for people. Not necessarily preach it, but holding the energies. That's more important than anything. There you go, Arnie. Who's next? Hurry up! Hurry up!
I have Charlene, and she wants door number 3.
Door number 3 was
Galactic,
I took it.
I believe.
Yeah. Is it Galactic?
I think so.
I actually have a Galactic Heritage deck that I'll be pulling from. These are the strangest things that I've ever seen in my life, but go for it.
Charlene, you got the Order of Melchizedek. Embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. So if you're unaware of your mission, most of us are now becoming aware and not totally knowing how to get there, but your mission is en route. So do not give up. And you are being held by the Melchizedek Collective, and they're very, very ancient and powerful.
Who is this for?
Charlene.
And that was, she only picked one door, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. She's keeping it easy for us. So what I actually got from her, she's at this time in the futuristic, well, she could make it tomorrow if she chose to. Come here, Rizzo. My little doggy's getting scared. She's going to be rejecting any type of emotions that, in other words, she's just going to be getting rid of shit that she no longer needs, and that's where she's moving to. No more self-sacrifice, and I think that she's already aware of this. But also, too, so this is all the stuff from the past that she's going to be knowing not to take into the future with her. So the blind enthusiasm, the self-sacrifice, and rejecting emotions. And that is coming from my Galactic deck. How do we do? Just let us know. Again, if there's something specific that you're dealing with, you could always contact us via email and let us know that you want an extended reading. You would have to give a love donation to Ellie Oop, and then also get a GoFundMe. So I just wanted to put that out there. Who's next?
We have B Lady at B Ladybug, and she was asking for future. And I have opening heart, deep connections, water blessings. So for your future, it's asking you to open up your heart space and let things flow. That deeper connections are on their way to you. And I'm also pulling Treasure Island, that you're going to find a lot of happiness and abundance. And that doesn't necessarily need to be material, but the waters is opening up more to the heart space.
Give a shout out to Mary Jean at Divine Starseed. Starseed is in the house. Okay, I'm sorry. My mind is all over the place. Which door did she pick?
Future.
I was being told to go with the Akashic cards for her on that one. And here they are right in front of me. Okay, Froggy, you need to help me out more. All right. I can't pick mine up and go, it's too heavy. All right. So the Mystic Frog is going to tell you for the futuristic door. So lots of healing. The Divine Physician pops in with this one here. And who's this for again? I'm sorry. My brain is... B Ladybug?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, B Ladybug. Apparently in some way, somehow, someday, you're going to be talking with younger people. Maybe taking all this wisdom that we're well aware of that seems so natural to us and basically be enlightening them. It's almost like they're going to think of you as somebody that really understands they're showing me that it's the divine physician, but that wording just doesn't seem right for me. But it's also, I would have picked the nature door for her also in this one here. So let me know how we did. Let us know.
Okay, the next one I have is Ash Maya, and she chose 2 and 3. So the psychedelic and the galactic. If I got that right. What I pulled for her is seeking healing water, contemplating the presence of water and its influence in daily life, creating a deeper relationship with water on a spiritual level, flowing the cycle of the moon's tides in order to better understand your life's journey.
What door? 2?
Yeah, 2 and 3. Our personal relationship to the water and its ultimate importance. We absorb emotions and sensations from the outside world at such a fast rate that it's often dreadfully difficult to keep up. So it's asking you to keep a close eye on what you consume, and that's in all facets of your life, and cleansing and purifying more with water. And then you got sacred inner space, sacral chakra, tenderness, sensuality. So, and I mean, a lot of the cards that I think we're both going to pull is really setting the groundwork for what's coming next. Taking those deeper journeys inside. Thor said yes with the thunder right there.
All right, so the one that I have for her, if you said it was psychedelic kind of door, that door could be multitude of different things, but I'm actually getting that. So her determination that she has in her mind, in her body, in her spirit, and it's being able to see things with fresh eyes. Oh my goodness, look at there. So, with the psychedelic, so what is, I want to ask her this, if she could just throw the question back to us, why did she choose that door? Okay. And, I might ask people from time to time why they actually picked a particular door. What were they attracted to in there? So if I put this door back up, if I share this again, these doors, just bear with me, you guys. I had to take it down because of the computer was doing wackadoodle stuff. There it goes. Stop. I'm scared. And these are the doors. Stop laughing at me, Alley Cat. I don't like that stuff. I was told as a kid they were angels bowling.
Still not bowling. But it's Thor. Thor's protective.
Okay. So, all right. So here's the psychedelic door. If she could just put in the chat there, why did she pick this one? Because the coloring that I got from it is what she was attracted to, is more of the pink, if you will, and the purple, very much healing. She always follows her intuition. And I think that there's psychology behind these particular doors. And so that's kind of like what I got here for her. Sometimes she might go at things being a little bit of a gambler, but it's her intuition that actually guides her. So, you can have somebody that's on a particular, psychedelic, I don't know what you want to call them, plant or something like that. And they still have their wits about them. And in the future, she's going to be phenomenal with really using her intuition more. So, and that's all I got. What was another door?
Next we have Shelly. And Shelly
Belly?
Yeah, she chose 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Okay, Buck, I want to answer your question you got up here. What is Froggy? He has a name, and it's actually called Mystic Seer. I named him that in one of my videos, one of my short clips out there, probably about 3 weeks ago. When I started using him, he's my brand here. All right, let's see here. We have Shelly out here. I don't see these, but thank God you do.
I do. All right, so for you got actually Shelley the same card as Arnie, bonding with the rhythm of life. And again, that's asking how and why everything is meant to be, noticing the cyclical nature of plants, animals, and the natural world, surrendering to that which is unknown. You know, everything is meant to be, right? This can be an excruciating theory to accept, but we find this message repeating over and over across all facets of our lives. Let's see if there's anything else. Spiritual surrender is a requirement for bonding with the universal flow of life. Also, it feels safe and comforting to always be in control of our lives. There is so much that we are not directly in control of. And it's choosing to view things in a sacred way and spiritual significance. You also pulled the trout and lily of the valley. Once again, we have purification.
What door is this?
1 and 2. And this is actually one I did 2 first. And then you have the vulture and the asphalt. You have upheaval. So things in your life are going to be upheaving as you're purifying. You're letting go. And just go with the flow of life.
Okay, so I'm going to ask again, why did you guys pick these? Ronnie is saying she's helping me out here. Shelley chose 1 and 2. The nature one. So I look at my cards and I really don't have anything. Arnie, do you have cards out there for nature? I need to get some from you. Let's see. I can. I guess which way I can go with that is just continue just to pull and read the energy of the nature with that one there. Kind of curious on why people are wanting to go in through the nature. There's got to be another word after that, like, okay, natural, healing, that type of thing. I'm just kind of wondering what they're thinking. Basically, picking the nature door is a commitment that she has made. Maybe it's this particular time, but the commitment is very strong, and it's it's along with all the relationships that you have. So if you take, I'm going to kind of go a little bit far out there on this one here. So her nature is all natural, all anything that's pure, which is her family. And so it's very near and dear to her. But then on the flip side of it, if you think about it, what we are actually learning about natural things for our bodies, we have to take control of it. I talked a little bit earlier, opening up about, the harvesting of the organs and stuff like that. It's up to us. We can't, just because the nefarious ones are out there, they've got a particular plan. We have a better plan, and our plan is getting back to taking what our organs need, our bodies need, and stuff like that. And she's taking care of is what is important to the family. How do we do? Okay, phones are crashing out there. Are we live?
Yeah. From what I could tell, yeah.
Okay. Are we done with? Is anybody else out there wanting to pick door number 1, which is nature? Door number 2 is psychedelic. Door number 3, futuristic. And nobody picked door number 4. They don't want to go into the ruins. They don't want to go in the past. They don't want to go to Egypt. Come on. All right. They said. I guess that they all had enough of it. They want to go forward. Ronnie or Scott, I don't see that they picked any cards. Let's just have some fun. What else are you guys doing out there? Besides listening to just the crap on the boob tube. All right. Who else is out there? Anybody else want? Let me check out Rumble. I forgot about Rumble. Is anyone on Rumble?
Hang on.
I'm looking up.
It's just Decoder and TCME, and TCME wants futuristic and 4.
Ooh, we got a 4 in the house.
Oh yeah, there's more people coming in with 4.
Okay. So I'll let you take that. I see Mayday is out there. She said still live here. Okay, thank you. All right, so we got to come up with a better system doing this in the future. I'm getting too scatterbrained, but I can pick up on their energy still because that's how I've survived my whole life. Whatever you show me, I'm not going to believe it. I'm going to believe in what I'm feeling, right? So let's just go with, okay, so TCME says, I love the past. That's why I was late. I was watching my lunch break. Love you. Love that, guys. Okay, yeah. So go with, what did she do? 1 and 4?
Futuristic and the past.
3 and 4. 3 and 4.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and I have to get to the. I have for the past radical expansion, living and loving at full capacity, being unapologetically you, self-expression, boldness, having a voice, taking up space, expansion, empowerment, owning your true power, being visible in the world and having fun with your magnificence, letting go of judgment, creative exploration, and a radical way of being. And that's from my Lemurian deck.
All right, this is for TCTME. Now, when you look at that card and everything that you read there and picking up the vibration of her name, how would you sum that up for her?
That you were already in the beginning of your expansion. That your past selves were getting you to this point that you are in the here and now. As I'm pulling the future, and once again, the halls of Amenti. So ancient soul, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and initiations. So your soul already has traversal of this, and you're at the culmination point in this body now. So your past got you where you were here.
Okay, apparently I'm not sure what's going on here. That lightning storm is freaking me out. I'm getting some weird energy off of it. Okay, Ronnie's going to pick a 4.
All right.
Let me just do TCME before you go in there. I'm automatically just going to use my Akashics. For the 4 was the past, the ruins. It could be anything. You can go anywhere in the past that you want to. And let's just see why she would have picked that one. Because she was a very powerful with balancing things out in the past, whether it was this lifetime or other lifetimes, she knew how to do it. So apparently, maybe that's what she's trying to where her focus of her energy is, not as much as her mind, is just balancing things out. And she is basically putting a lot of energy. It's almost, I want to say that she's going to update this particular Akashic record by doing so in this lifetime.
For Ronnie, for the past, number 4, we have vulnerability, real strength, holding space, healing past wounds, accepting yourself as you are, sharing from the depths of your heart, raw truths, compassion for others, and removing your armor. So you did a lot of work, Lovey.
Lovey. All right, so she did a lot of work. She only picked one door. So it's interesting because, the first thing that came up with this was reflections, right? It's the past. You're reflecting everything in the past out there, but nothing venture, nothing gain. It's almost as if they want to just say, Ronnie, what I'm going to say to you I think you will really get this quite a bit. There's a lot of things that within the history of any lifetime that is, I think, is coming, that you decided to come here to help heal from the past. And a lot of the things may have been trying to understand communication, trying to understand what's near and dear to your heart, but it's also helping, like I said, the family. It's a family that has brought you here, the ancestors that have brought you here. Um, Always kind of questioning whether or not you're on the right path. You should know that by now. That is that you are. You know, the things that you hold so near and dear. Oh Lord, did you hear that?
Yeah.
The freaking ground is vibrating. All right, so where was I with? What did I just say that thunder went off for Ronnie? I'm trying to remember right at that moment. In any case, there, Ronnie, you are doing a lot of healing, especially if you want to go into the past, but then jump to the future, and the ones that will benefit from it. If you will tap into, or even ask Archangel Michael, how can you help for the future generations? You have done quite a bit here, and I think that's what one of your main roles were to do here. And you are definitely on track with this. And in the end, as you reflect back, whatever your ending might be, you're going to see how powerful you actually were in this particular lifetime. I hope that helps you.
We're going to do also past for Buckshot.
You got no past, Buck.
I pulled for him the crown chakra, the unlimited self. And this is devotion, inner guidance, visionary, inspiration, fathoming beyond the mind, enlightenment, connection to the universe, and life force energy.
Yeah, that's my stomach. That's my stomach growling, Buck. Yeah, sure. Get him out of here. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
All right, let's see. Mystic Frog says, a Mystic Seer says, who is this guy? All right, so his past. Oh my God, I don't want to go there. Buck, one of the things I will tell you, because you picked that particular card, is that when you're moving forward, you're always looking back to make sure that you're not making the same mistakes. Stop that. It's stupid. You're creating a whole new energy. And it comes from, the speaking of stomach, Buck, it's coming from the solar plexus, right? You don't have to constantly be looking to see, waiting for the shoe to drop, if that makes any sense. I don't know if you do that, Buck. Sometimes I think you take things as they are, but also to just know that your communications is going to be changing for you. You've learned how to communicate a lot better. And so that is what's going to work for you. Of course, the communications, when I talk about the scrolls, everything that Buck, this keeps coming up. You're such an old soul. Everything that has come from the past is kind of like you're like Ronnie, and we all travel in these same soul groups. And I kind of believe that about myself. Is that everything that we have been through time and time and time again is that we are here to just let it go, break the connections and the karma, and move forward. And and I just get that. It's almost as if that all of us are learning how to balance out the two worlds, spiritual and earthly things. I hope that's helped you.
We have Scott, and he is also wanting the past.
Scott. Oh, well, I'm not keeping up with this. Good for you. You go, girl.
Some of it's out of order, so I got you all in there. I promise. He got Mount Shasta.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah. Your origins, the seeds that make you what and who you are, star beings, sacred power places, unexplained mystical phenomena, intuitive messages, and downloads, dreams, and visions. So, Mr. Pace, you're on pace with this card. Yeah. Yeah,
He only picked one.
yeah. I
All
think they're
right.
adding everybody on for the past.
Yeah. I think so too. Nobody picked the past. What the hell? All right. So let's see what I have on here. Oh yeah. So that was so cute. Don't duck it up, says Lori. She's being ladylike. All right. Breaking the chain, says Ronnie. Yeah, I think we are definitely all here to do that. So much. Oh yeah. Let me come back. All right. I love messing around with Buck. I've actually found my sense of humor after going through 4 years of serious bullshit. All right. Let's see what we have here. Who else? Oh, I got to do Scott, right?
Yeah.
Scott picked the door to the past. It's interesting. People that wanted to go to the future didn't want to go to the past. We had one person that picked both of them. I love that. All right. That's a great thing. So the past, let me just see what I'm sensing here. How far back did he want to go in his mind? I'm telling you, Scott, I think every time we do a reading for you here live, I'm always picking up spiritual things about you. And I put you in the same category as Arnie. You know, you guys, you sat back and you pretty much observed most of your life, and now you kind of thinking, okay, what am I going to do with all this? Where am I going to go with it? You know, it's almost like you're thinking everything is so up in the air. Your time isn't right just yet, but you're getting there. And because you chose the back of the past, the door to the past, the reflections is so important. But don't get stuck there. Take what you can from it when you're reflecting from it, and just know that maybe you guys need to kind of act like you're writing a book. I keep getting this. It's almost as like you're taking ancient times, whatever ancient times might be for you guys, and pulling it forward. Again, the two worlds come up again, and I'm shuffling the heck out of my cards. So yeah, that's what I got for him going back into the past. But also too, I got this. And maybe, and there's a reason for this. Arnie, get to know Scott. Scott, get to know Arnie, because Arnie can really teach you next time he comes on here the initiation of Saint Germain. This is going to open up your worlds where you guys, will already know where to go from the past to bring it into the future or the present. All right.
We have Mary Jane, and she wants card number 2.
What was card number 2? Where did my cards
Psychedelic.
go? Oh, yeah. You stoner. We got a stoner out there.
So Mary, I pulled Sitting with Sorrow. And mind you, this is an empath deck. Accepting sadness as a part of emotional growing process. Deciding not to become attached to heavy, dark emotional energy. Dividing personal sadness from that which has been empathetically absorbed. So right off the bat, for me, without even reading the rest of this, it's knowing what is and owning you. Like as an empath, and this is anybody that absorbs energy, we all do it. Some of the stuff is that's happening along in the world today, we are absorbing regardless. You have to protect your energy from that. As you know, sadness is a powerful force for empaths to navigate. If left uncontrolled, the emotions manifest as anger, hopelessness, self-isolation, and a wide array of harmful behaviors that are not beneficial on an empathic journey. This is an allowance to take some space from others and simply experience and let go and purify yourself, cry, get it out of you. Because we're releasing at this moment in time. We're going through the purge for a reason. We're releasing the old self. So whatever it is in your life that you need to release and let go is very, very powerful for you right now. So whatever that is holding space in you, let it go.
I want to see if Mayday is out there. Sometimes she doesn't stick around. But if Mayday is out there, I wish you would pick one because I find this so interesting. This is fun, isn't it, Allie?
I love doing this.
Yeah. We're going to do more of these things like that. So I'm going to pick one. I'm going to pull the Akashics for Mary Jean Divine Starseed. We got to shorten that name. We need to just call her Starseed. How about that? All right. So she picked door number.
She picked 2.
Oh, that's right. The Stona. All right. May chose future door. Is she still out there? Is she still with us, or did I kind of miss it? All right, let's see here. 222. Well, you know, it's interesting when I actually look at that door there. Okay, let's see what we get. Starseed. Well, Starseed, if you go through door number 2, you're going to win a car. Just kidding. I don't know what I had for breakfast this morning, but all right. So you know, I'm getting a lot of things there in the shadow side right now. So it's almost as if when I see that's in the shadow side, is you're definitely thinking about what is important, like we all do. But it's coming in the form of a 2s. So I'm seeing like a 2 of keys. You know, there's a 12, another 2 in there for the scribes. And let's see here. There's something very emotional right now. I don't know why I'm getting it. I'm reading it as I am right now, but maybe that's what you want to clear up, is like all this shit that's upside down, right? And try to figure out. You know what? I gotta pull a galactic card for her, anyways. She is basically just trying to. Maybe it's just what she's working with right now. She's another one that I would say to her, I know you're trying to make it to a certain point, but you're going to have to do it in a different way. All right. So if you're going to go through this particular door, you're going to see a lot of things that you probably don't want to face. And one of them is going to be a group of people around you. Okay. Maybe they've been witnessing something. Maybe they've been trying to tell you something. But this is like what I'm getting for you. So is it all good? I think if you go through door number 2, it's going to be a bunch of things that you want to balance out, right? It's going to be the emotional side of things. It's going to be the mind. It's going to be family. It's going to be spirit on the other side. And then you'll be able to turn it around and ascend to the top. Okay, how did we do? Let us know, but I'm still going to pull a galactic card. These are wackadoodle cards in my mind. So it's her shamanic journey. So this door number 2 that she's going to go through will be her shamanic journey. And, you know, she's going to use the water that I saw in there. There will be the animals or the whales, the dolphins, all of that's going to help her through it. So go easy on those shrooms out there, and Starseed. I'm just having fun. I hope I'm not hurting anybody's feelings out there. Just trying to lighten the energies. We are all definitely going to go through something. All right, what do you got?
So for May.
Oh, Mayday.
Yeah, Mayday. She chose the galactic door, I think. We have astral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage, and boundaries. So that is definitely something she came here to do. On a galactic scale, you came here to heal your whole lineage and line, like most of us. And crystal skull wisdom, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy. And that's what you're exhibiting right now.
Okay, Starseed, were we close? She said thank you. Were we close with the information for you? Let's see there. In even though I might see things a little bit in the shadow, if you're going into these particular doors, you're picking these doors, There's a lot of psychology behind this, and we're just helping at this point, even though I'm being silly today. All right, this is for Mayday. She picked did she pick the futuristic one or the galactic one?
The galactic one.
Oh, okay. I gotta act like I don't know her. All right, let's just see what I get for her. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of roses around her right now, and as she goes through the galactic, that's the first thing that she'll see. She's going to get some reflection of when she goes through this. It's no wonder she picked it. It's technology. This door is very technical. It's futuristic or whatever, but she's going to see the various stages of her life when she goes through this door. And then she's going to see how bountiful most of her life has been. So we're talking about the future here, galactic, if you will. I guess you could use that interchangeably, but I'm getting more of technology for her. And because one reason is that I do know her. She has mastered so much in her lifetime that it's almost as if when she goes through the door, she's going to feel like, oh, everything, this is really cool. Everything is in balance. And the energies behind that will kind of teach her everything that she has gone through in life. Even though she's going to the future, they're going to give her a reflection of the past. And I'm just trying to see. So when she goes into the future, she's going to be able to see it very clearly. A lot of her spirit guides that have guided her. This is so different for me. This is not where I thought it was going to go, but this is what they're actually showing me is that everything that she needs to. It's all. I've just picked a galactic card. It's all. You can't see this. It's all spiritual technology, is what this thing says. And she's already experienced this in the present time. So when she goes into the future, it's almost as if they're. Let me just see one other card here. Mayday. This is almost as if I want to say to you that you when you go into the future, that when you walk through the door, that they're actually going to show you what a blessed life that you've had. But in essence, they're showing me it's all about reflection into the technology door. This is not where I thought it was good. Mayday, are you sure you chose that door? She says, wow, thanks, Janine. I don't know if that's the right door. Maybe there was another door. Did you have two doors in mind, Mayday? Yeah. Well, I definitely do know. She loves technology. She thrives in working with technology. So there you go. I couldn't have made it up if I wanted to. Anybody else out there?
Charlene will go next. She wanted the nature card. Is it a friend or a foe? And I got the badger and the ginkgo, healing wounds. And then I have the moth and eucalyptus, an ending.
Well, wait, let me get you a close up there. Hold on. All right.
So whatever you got going on out there, Miss Charlene, you got, two annoying badgers are annoying, but they're cute. Is it badgering you? Is it a friend or a foe? It could be a playful energy. And you got the moth. So an ending. Maybe this is traveling through you and, healing wounds. That's what I got for the nature spirits. And yes, Eshmaya, you're next. I see you, girlfriend.
Who, me?
Eshmaya.
Oh.
Because Charlene was just asking, is it a friend or a foe?
Oops, where's the two of us here? Okay. All right. So what I do want to bring up, we're going to take a pause for a cause. Did we get everybody or we got more?
Eshmaya.
Okay, Eshmaya, hang tight. All right, so we've been basically diving into why, you were compelled to pick that particular door. Some people would have picked the Gothic door, and they really didn't at first. They didn't want to go back to it. It basically, this is what we were getting. So it represents a threshold. It's a transition from one state to another. It's wired into our brains, and we see it as a symbol or change of opportunity. But a lot of people didn't want to go through that particular door until I happened to mention it. Let's see what else we have here. One second. The Renaissance door. A lot of people picked that one there. That would have been the Gothic door that I think I was referring to. That was the Renaissance one. The futuristic one. Let's see what that one is all about here. I actually got some of this information from AI. I had them draw the doors, and I had them give me the AI information, and it's completely different from what we came up with. So obviously the grass door, I think a few people picked that one. It's a calmness and a grounding for them. Very much environmental consciousness. And it did allow them to open up their creativity when they were deciding on picking it. And it also was very nourishing and very protecting. Okay, let's see what else I have here. The psychedelic door, the psychology behind that is it's a novelty for a lot of people. It stimulates their brains. That's why a lot of people did pick that one. There's a lot of emotional release and healing, and it's a symbolism of transformation. Yeah, you definitely, and the ones that did pick it, that's what we were getting, what they were going to want to change about themselves. Also, people that opened that door, they were more likely to favor unconventional, vibrant aesthetics, seeing these doors as a reflection. Oh, Mama, I'm coming home. Did you hear that?
You're attracting it.
Away the towel. Crown, come here. The dogs are like, fuck, Mom.
Yeah, well, yikes.
All right, that's all that I got.
So this is for Ashmaya. You have establishing emotional boundaries. This is distinguishing our energies and emotions from others, recognizing boundaries with other people, contemplating nuances of emotional and energetic exchanges. Pulling this card is a direct call to action for all highly empathic and emotional sensitive individuals. This card necessitates the establishment of boundaries between that which is emotionally yours and that belongs to other people. Let's go. We can gain greater awareness and empowerment by mentally taking a step back in social situations to analyze the emotional energy of the moment. That takes a lot of practice, by the way. It reminds us that it is not only possible for also necessary on the empathic journey. So she chose 2 and 3. I got third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, clear seeing, and I know she's activating like that right now. And the temple of truth, the throat chakra, authenticity, self-expression. So that's what we got for you, Miss Ashmaya.
All right, there's some people that are jumping in here now. Let me remove Ronnie for a second here. Ronnie said, wow, to the thunder is, I have to go check my pants. All right, so we are picking doors. The first one is nature, calming. I think I'm going to pick door number 1. The second one is psychedelic. What is transformation? If you want to go through that door. Number 3 is more of the technology, galactic. Some of the people are, I think Ellie Cat called it galactic. To me, I call it futuristic. And then the last door is more like the ruins, the things from the past, more gothic, if you want to go it that way. All right, so that's who am I picking for? You just were reading for? I'm sorry. Ashmeyer. And her door was
2 and 3.
Okay, so the first one that she actually wants to go through is some transformation of some sort. And do I have a deck for that? Now I'm just going to stick with my, oh no, last minute change. These are archetype cards for the transformation. How's that sound?
I love it.
Ashmeyer. So, the change that you were looking for when you go through the psychedelic one is just releasing anything that's always feeling like I don't think, the card comes up here is almost like, a lot of people think that they're always in the survival mode. I think she knows about the survival mode, but I don't necessarily get that her energy is that she had the challenge to be in the survivor mode. So that transformation, she'll clear away completely. And also, too, she's going to be just when she goes through this transformation door, she's going to refine her capacity to help those that maybe are a little shy, maybe that want to hide from the world. She's going to recognize that and help them out there. So the other one is now she's, after she gets done being in the transformation, she's going to go through the door of the future. And let's just see what the future holds. Now for that one, I'm going to go back to my Akashic ones, because I like reading about the future with that one there. And let's see here. So yeah, whatever it is that she's working on, her whole infrastructure, everything is going to change. She's going to be just work, building, having fun, changing things around. As she goes through this technology, and also using the energy of Archangel Michael, which is helping the children. And again, I always get this children with her. I'm not sure if that's what she's going to be doing, but that's what I'm seeing in the future for her. How do we do, Ashmeyer? Let us know.
I also have back on my log here, B-Lady wanted the past.
You got to add Joey to your log. He wants to pick 2 and 3. He says 2 and 3, gothic shit, man.
That's me.
All right, who are we bouncing back to before I rudely interrupted you?
No, you're good. B-Lady Bug. She wants
B-Lady. We started out with her, right?
Yeah, she's like, oh, I want to add it on to 4.
Oh, she's going to add door number 4?
Yeah.
She's going to go into the past. She's going to go back into the Back to the Future.
I mean, it's all simultaneously happening.
I know.
In dimensional space-time.
I think that storm has moved on. We get a lot of those thunderstorms, and sometimes we don't even get the rain.
I get that here a lot too, and
that's fucked up. It's messed up.
Oh, I'm glad that she asked. I'm glad that she asked to go back. So if B-Lady, if you're still out there, you got Realm Bridger, visionaries, architects of the future, information from other realms, bridging the seen with the unseen, inspiration, seeding a new earth, traversing different states of consciousness, birthing ideas from subtle reality, and journeying.
And what does that have to do with door number 4?
That's the past. That's what her soul is here to do now.
Okay.
And again, when we're looking at the past and I'm reading from the Lemurian book, it's really telling you what your soul came here to do and what you've been preparing for all your soul's life in density experiences up to this point now helped you work to that point that you're a bridge. Congratulations. You with me.
Don't go into the light. I mean the dark. All right. All right. So let's see here. You got one more door, or was that it?
That was it. It was just the past.
Oops. I'm trying to get us both here. There we go. All right. So when I go into the past with her, she's always has been. I think she's very methodical in her mind. I don't know her at all, but that's what I'm actually getting in here. And so when she goes into the past, she's going to get a clear understanding of why she brought that into the future here. It was very she had to deal with a lot of karmic, and also too for her, if she's not methodical as much anymore, she's seeing all these fated meetings that are really good for her. Could it even be relationships she had when she was very young? I'm seeing this more of a younger energy. And she realizes that she can no longer or wants to get caught in the ruins. And that's that door right there. All right. So that's that when she goes in the past and she brings it back, that's what she's going to truly understand. Nobody won the TV set behind door number 5.
All right, we got Joey G in the house.
Oh, no. I don't have a cannoli deck.
Oh, let me just tell you guys, I found cannoli here the other day. It was made with ragout as well. It wasn't as good as the cream that I can make, but it's getting there, Indiana.
Indiana wants me.
The one thing I could say, if we can talk about food, I really miss an Italian bakery. I do.
Oh, I know.
I'm going into one. It smells amazing. So Joey G, you got shielding, protecting, and grounding. Protecting ourselves from heavy emotional forces, learning how to find our centers of sanity and stability during challenging times, activating self-care on various levels, daily visualizations to ground and protect yourself, and you are not doing enough empathic self-care on the energetic level. All of reality is energy. There is nothing separate from the vibrational reality of life. So it sounds like you have to do some cleansing, my friend, and some grounding. And then for the galactic fun, you have the angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection, because you are one, Joey. You're an angel, bud. And then we have Seraphim's Gateway, another angel. Voice activation, angelic attunement, divine support. Send me an angel right now.
All right. I'm out there reading Rumble, so I'm distracted. What's this first door?
That's Joey's. It's galactic and the psychedelic.
Oh wow, another person that galactic, and so that's 2 and 3.
Correct. For Joey G.
Yeah, 2 and 3 for Joey G. You heard it here first. All right, let's see here. Let's see. So I'm going to go with the 2 for Joey. He wants to go into some sort of transformation doorway. And when he goes through it, he is going to experience truly understanding. Let me pull another one on this one here. Okay, Joey, so when you go through this transformation door, the first thing that they're going to introduce you to is the energies of Archangel Raphael. Do you know more about the Archangel Raphael, what they bring to you and helping you? And of course, it's going to be more about, and this is going to be happening. I think this is like coming up really soon for him too. So he went through this transformation, planting new seeds. knowing what's important.
7, 8.
Damn it.
9, 10. All right, let's see here. I'm going to switch decks. I'm not happy with this one. I'm kind of fumbling here. Yeah, let's do the archetype for him in here. Hang on, Joey.
He's bringing it.
All right, so he goes through door number 2, and the first thing that they are basically saying is, let's see here. Boy, he's becoming more. He's not so superficial when he goes through this. He's going to see the true essences of himself. Sometimes we put on various faces for various people. I don't know how else to say that, but when he walks through that door, he's going to be able to see why he played this role in this particular timeline. Okay, I'm not saying it's like now or what have you, but he also understands there's a lot of people out there that steal his energy. Okay, he's going to see who those people truly are during this transformation, and he's not going to let them destroy him anymore. That's what's going to happen when he goes through door number 2.
Because he did get shielding, protecting, and grounding himself.
Oh, see, I had to change the deck.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, the Akashic one does not work for the psychedelics. It really doesn't, because Akashic to me is like records have already been created, and so when you go through this psychedelic one, it's where you want to learn about your transformation. So not necessarily. I mean, Akashics I get all the time, people are working on stuff and then they go the other way. You have free will, man. You've got free choice. All right, so the other door he's going to go through is, I like to look at it as more of the technology of things. And yeah, so okay, we know he's compassionate. We know that, but how is he going? Oh, okay. So Joey, I've always kind of sensed this about you. It's like it's kind of like you're a little bit ahead of your time, and it could be the energies that you actually tap into being more of like I would say a visionary. Who are the people out there that were visionaries that we were told they could see things, but they can't create them, so they get other people to work for them. And there's a lot of billionaires out there that do that. They may see something that's so futuristic and it isn't here yet. And I think when you walk through, you're going to realize that that's a strength. That's not a weakness. Joey, and then also too, while you're in there, is you're going to learn how to protect more of your energy, just like you did in the other door when you come out of this one. And it's almost as like you're going to be knowing your own internal wealth when you go through this futuristic door. They're going to show you this. There you go. How we do? How did we do, you guys? Let us know. All right, we got someone out here. I think I saw James over on Rumble. Yeah, and I haven't been paying attention to Rumble. So Buckshot, who is a moderator over there, told us that when we do these in the future that we have to pick one platform so that we can make sure we don't miss anybody. Joey says, thank you, ladies. Spot on. Spot on. Ashmeyer says, Janine, the cards are perfect. I'm connecting with the children and crafting my hobbies. I also make kids' toys. I did not know that.
Uh-huh. She does felting. I have a couple of her stuff. She sent me some stuff. And they're very amazing.
Did James pick a door?
No, he didn't. He went to go get coffee.
Yeah, I see he says he's back down here. I thought he said he was back. No? Maybe not. All right. So if James wants to pick a card, otherwise, we do have to go pick up our what do you call it? Our bread starter kit. We got time. We've got about a half an hour or so, unless you have to run off, Ellie.
No, my date's for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did tell me that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Charlene is saying, pick the YouTube Rumble. Yeah, I don't know if it's my connection, but I've been having a lot of problems with Rumble.
I've had trouble with Rumble the last almost 2 years. Like I can have it up, I could see chat, but as soon as I go into chat or write.
All right. It looks like we're probably going to have some flooding problems out there now. We did just get a bunch of No.
So, Janine, did you hear about the tsunamis happening?
I saw it last night. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, because something just fell on all my cords here. I heard about it last night, and I turned to my husband and I said that the tsunami is going to hit certain parts that they announced, and he goes, "It ain't going to happen," and it didn't happen.
No, there's still like there is stuff happening, but it's not to the degree. And I think that's what I try to promote to people is if you hear something happening, you can use your energy to kind of slow it down or stop it immediately. There are things in God's will, the divine universe, all that is, whatever you want to put that energy out there, you can minimize it. That doesn't mean it's not going to stop happening. It just means you're using your energy in the proper way to calm the waters down.
Yeah.
So I do believe that there is divine intervention for that, but stuff is happening for a reason. And just have a boogie out bag just in case.
All right. Let me just jump over to Rumble. We're going to take a pause for a pause. It looks like everybody's going to get coffee right now. Good. You guys need to be pumped up. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't see much going on out on Rumble. All right, let me jump back to YouTube here, and I think we got just about everybody out there, unless James put some mushrooms in his coffee. So, James, we're going to pick door number 2 for you.
James is awesome, and let's just say that my Marine has to meet him. They have a lot in common. A lot in common. You were told to go to the 4th floor. Oh boy. Well, I put a bubble, like energetic bubble, over all the areas that were said that things were going to happen.
Where is Lori's located? Joey G is saying, check your phone. Boom. I don't want to check my phone. Last time I picked it up, I almost got killed.
Oh, no.
It was like a freaking antenna.
Okay, Mr. James Bone, we're doing one for you. Accepting the past. Accepting that we cannot change or avoid our past experiences. Affirming that we are not defined by the past. Learning how to forgive ourselves and others if realistically possible. We all have scars. We have emotional imprints. We all have experiences in the past that have shaped us. Most importantly, we have survived the past, whatever it may be, and we will continue to do so. Let's move on to the next page here. So you got to let go of the things that you cannot change, let go of the negativity, the spite, the resentment, because that's not going to help you.
Frogs don't have ears.
No, they don't.
Sorry, go ahead.
Gather the courage to pursue the healing you deserve, and you can move on to brighter days.
I tried to put my glasses up here, and he doesn't have any damn ears to grab it. This is Mystic Seer. Okay, so we chose door number 2 for James, right?
Yeah, because he has some mushroom coffee.
Yeah. So let me see what I get on door number 2. I'm looking at the decks. Let's go with this one here.
Oh, okay, Lori's.
Did Ronnie get read? I don't remember.
Yes, she did.
Okay, so Joey told me to check my phone, and it was a picture. I don't know if I can show this. It says, "Be calm in the storm." We knew this day would come.
Yes.
I'm over here. Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. Scaring my little dog. All right, let's see. So when he goes through this transformation door, he's going to not feel as strong as he thought he was. He will let down his ego and be able to see his true self and know that everything that he was wishing for and hoping for were not fulfilled for a particular reason. And I always used to say, thank God for my unanswered prayers. I mean, I used to pray, for dates with men or, get married to men. And I'm so glad that didn't turn out. So yeah, the whole thing of him going through the door number 2, like everybody else, is to really understand the energies, the forces of balance and how we have balanced out things in life. You know what? And what I want to say about that is that everybody really needs to give themselves a pat on the back. Where am I? Where's my camera? Because, if all the things that we have gone through, all the challenges, all the ups and downs and everything else, we're still here. Right, and we're still looking forward to the future. So going through door number 2 is going to actually show James, how what a beautiful soul that he actually is. How did I do, James? And how did Alley Cat do? He says
he's asking about Ronnie.
Oh, all right. Let's see here. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Anybody else? Anybody else want to pick another one? We've got a little bit more time left, and then I have to go out and get my sourdough starter kit.
Yay!
We've been buying it, and it is just so damn good. I can't get enough of it. It's no yeast, and that's what we need to eat is good shit. Nobody. I could have used for door number 4. Anybody want to do door number 4? I want to check out my ancestral cards with you guys on this one. They're tiny little cards, but very powerful. The information that's in there. But nobody here. Let me put my put this back up here. Nobody chose going into the realms of going back in time. You can ask a question too. I think that when you want, it's real interesting that a lot of people shied away from going into the past with the Gothic or the ruins door, whatever you want to call it. But it doesn't have to be about you. It could be about people that have already passed on, that type of thing. Joey says, I'll do number 4.
You passed over the lightning over here in the thundering.
Take it, my friend.
I want my damn powder moment.
All right, I want to let you read that, and I'm going to take a potty break. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, Mr. Joey G, you got third eye chakra, the pineal perspective. Let me go get what that is. I haven't read these cards in a long time. The seed of wisdom and consciousness, intuition, imagination, seeing inner and outer worlds, limitless and understanding. So in your past, this was a huge component of what makes your soul up. For sure. I'm going to pull another for you. You have hostilities, conflict, and unrest. So this is like something that you had to move past through. And then we have bright heart light, open connections. So you had to navigate through your hostilities with your bright heart. And geez Louise, bud. That's you, my friend.
You done?
Uh-huh.
All right. So he wants to go back into the past. Okay. He says, I use my third eye a lot. You know what? Somebody out there should make glasses, 2 eyes and then 1 eye up here, right? I don't know. All right. So we're saying goodbye to Mayday. Thanks for jumping in here, Mayday. Let's see here. Alley Cat. Okay. All right. So let me pull this. Going into the past. So it's got to be the Akashic. Joey G. All right. Nobody's asking any questions. Nobody wants to know any questions about their family. So yeah, definitely, Joey. When you go back into the past, you're gonna see the grandparents, the great grandparents, so on and so forth. You're gonna go different times. And my question would be to Joey, what time period? This he doesn't have to answer me, but this is just something for him to think about because they're showing me. When he goes into the past, Joey's another old soul. That's all that I could say. He's been here on this planet way too long, but he's young at heart. It's almost as if he came here to learn something completely different than you know. A lot of people will say, "Well, if I come back in reincarnation, I want to continue with learning a lesson that I didn't quite get." So, for example, somebody's out there all the time and they're constantly taking advantage of other people, right? And they're going to do it in the next lifetime, and their karma is just building up and building up. But Joey, I don't see it as much as karmic. He came here to have a lot of fun, to understand a lot of different things. He came here from a perspective of not taking anything really too seriously. He knows what's near and dear to his heart when he goes back into the past. But one of the things that they are showing me is that, it's almost the same story for everybody here. He's gonna. So, Joey, when you go into the past, you're going to see the one path and the reason why you chose this path here in this lifetime, which is really, really cool. And obviously, I always get this with Joey. It's all about understanding his community, which is his family and the roses. And it's almost as like, it's so simple that it's almost like, you know who you are when you're in the light, and you know who your family members are, and you just say, oh, I'm just going to come back and just be whatever it is that I need to be, but I'm still going to be with them. That's what I'm getting with Joey. And it's kind of like he says, if I have a muse, I have a muse, and if I don't, I don't. This is all basically this particular lifetime, Joey, will be in the Akashic Library. Everybody's life doesn't have to have something that's just so big and huge and you were the king or you were the queen or anything like that. You're going to really write a record about being a good humanitarian. It's all about his heart. That's all I got. We've got somebody out there I don't recognize, and a new person. Welcome if you are new. It says, I would like 3. Can I get to know if... I don't know what that is. Is that a real card? Huh?
It looks like a person's name.
People are saying, Joey, that was a good reading for you. Joey says, interesting. I had to come back and pick my family.
I could say for most of us, we came back to be the teachers to our family. We definitely have major impacts on many of our family. I have specific cards for that person's question.
There you go.
Going off the cuff with that. Let me just shuffle.
Hey, Joey. Yeah, I think I'm an extension to your family and everybody else's family out there. Yep, definitely.
We are.
Yeah. All right. So this one here that I unhighlighted, and I'm going to go back up. Ellie Kent is going to read for it. I just had it. Damn it, and it jumped. Is it no longer there? They take it down?
I didn't see it on mine, but I saw it on the.
Did somebody delete it? Oh, here we go. It was at 12:46, and it's 12:48, so it was 2 minutes ago. Okay, good. Ellie Kent's going to read for you.
Out of this, we have passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at this present moment.
Ooh.
And for YouTube purposes, we cannot show the other part of that card. They're a little risque. We have trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. That also is a little risky. And this is, I could show that one. Only time will tell. But the big thing when doing anything about someone that you want to have a desired destined partnership with, it's doing self-exploration to know, are they a part of your soul? Are they your complement? You can only answer that for yourself. We have multiple soul mates, soul partners, twin flames. We have a multitude of them, and they show up in your life when it is supposed to happen. Karmic relationships, all of that. So you got to.
So basically, she's asking about a relationship with Palash.
Mm-hmm.
Palash.
Yep.
So that is the futuristic door that she decided to pick, and that's a good way of putting it. I'm glad that she asked the question, because I'm trying to get people to see that they can ask questions. All right, so what I'm actually getting here is right off the bat with this, it's kind of a romance card. It seems like there's the number 5 comes up. So if you know numerology, is kind of chaotic around her, not him, not the relationship. It's almost as if I wanted to say, just settle the energies down just a wee bit, and then your path will become clearer. So right now, it will be a really beautiful thing, but it's kind of like I always ask people this. I throw the question back: do you want the relationship in the future with this person, and why? A lot of times that we are in a relationship, we like them for superficial reasons. Oh, they're handsome, or they've got a great job, or they've got a lot of money and stuff like that. But once you start delving into the heart matters of this particular relationship, you can have it. Okay, but it just seems to me right now that things are kind of just like up in the air, and that's why she's probably asking the question. If she knew and it felt very solid, it wouldn't be a choice. All right, we're gonna go over to Ellie. What do you got?
And what you just said speaks exactly what I just pulled. And this is from Doreen Virtue. She has amazing cards. Trust. The other card also said trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. You can't force somebody to want to be a destined partner. They have to meet and match your soul. And then heart-to-heart conversations, honestly discuss feelings with each other. So there you go. You have to ask, what do they want for their future? Do they see you in their future? See you in their future?
This is a statement saying, so our engagement broke and I was the one with ego, but I regret losing him. And that's where I was basically saying, what is it that you really, really want? And a lot of times we don't, I'm going to come back in here with you on this one here. I was engaged at one time, and I remember my brother sat me down. I think I was 20, 21 years old, and he saw that I wasn't sure. It's kind of like I was going through the motions and everything like that. He just looked at me and says, now I want you to look me in the eyes and tell me that you love him. And I'm like, yeah, I love him. Yeah, I love him. I kept looking away. And it was because, and I wasn't even realizing that I wasn't sure why I loved him. I think that was the second part of the question. And why do you love him? So things can be mended. Don't think that things are always at the end of anything. If anything, maybe this was a good break for now, and that's all that it is just
A pause.
A pause for the cause.
But we got to also take into consideration we're in 4 planetary retrogrades right now, and Mercury is one that our exes, our past, does catch up to us and makes us reflect on the choices that we made. If you want to say, hey, my ego was in the way and I truly love him for XYZ and really like solidify that in your heart space, then I would say it's okay to reach out. But if you are questioning it and you can't come up with solid heartfelt answers, it's time to move on.
Well, or just time to get to know yourself a little bit better. Yeah. And that's why people do that. There's a lot of people out there that don't know themselves. And you might say, well, come on, they have to know themselves. I'm actually going to pull one more card on this ancestral. And this is going to be, let me come back to everyone else. Thank you so much. Disasti. I hope I said that correctly or even close to it. I apologize if I didn't. Thank you for being here also. And Buck is saying, yeah, thank you and prayers to you. Okay, so what I want to do is a lot of people did pick the number 4, and I didn't choose my ancestral card. So I want to do a collective consciousness card for everyone that picked number 4. And then as we wrap things up, I'm going to do a collective consciousness reading of what is actually going on right now. Now that the storm is over there by Alley Cat, I sent it her way. Let's see here what I have. Thank you, Ronnie, for being here. I do appreciate it. All right, so this is the cards from my ancestral deck that I didn't use. So the thing is when you actually go through that one particular door, I think it was door number 4. It's basically showing me right off the bat that the Tower card was there. So a lot of people were afraid of it. That's what I was getting. That's why they didn't choose it until I, kind of gave it a little bit of a definition. That's why I was reading to you what these mean. And then, and that's probably a good thing that I didn't do it up front. So also too is that you can always see that how fulfilled all of your past lives have always been. This is for anyone that chose a 4. And in reference to like what Joey was saying, you're going to be able to see all the different lives that you have actually gone through. Some good, some not so good, and also all the different things that you held sacred to yourself that you brought into this life. Okay, and in closing with it, the last one is we're all going to just basically just see how full our cup is when we exit this particular body. And it's just, it's so funny if you think about it. And I'm a lot older than a lot of you guys out there, but if I look back on my life right now, and when I was younger in my 20s, I was upset. I was always emotional. I was always worried about shit for good reasons too, right? I always felt out of control. But now that I'm closer to leaving this body than I am than when I got the body, all I could say is I am very grateful for a lot of my ups and downs, and that's what we have to embrace right now. What do you think, Alley Cat?
Absolutely. We collectively have gone through a lot of stuff, and we chose the stuff that we're going through to make us better humans and better energy beings.
Yep. All right. This was fun. I hope we get to do this next Monday. And I also want to make a couple announcements. Saturday Night Live. I think I'll come to one of their YouTube channels. So, go out and take a look at Rumble. So we're going to have Joey G, Buckshot, Alley Cat, and myself, and Arnie will be there. Hopefully Arnie will be there, and he'll be feeling a lot better. Let's see what else we have out here. Saturday Night Live, 5 o'clock Central Time. I'm going to have a thumbnail out there, so if you subscribe, you'll be notified. And we're going to do one more reading in closing, and that is going to be for the collective consciousness. And I'm going to let Allie Kate, you want to go first, or you want to go afterwards? It doesn't matter.
I can go first. The clock is ticking.
Wait, let me put this on you. Hold on. You're solo.
So we have TikTok. Time is speeding up right now. We're feeling that effect. The majority of us that are here in this collective are we're putting the pieces together for fourth and fifth density to be manifested and densified and collapsed, because this is what we all want. We want to be happy. We want everybody to feel abundant and prosperous, and we're on that road. So keep up the vibes, lovelies.
Okay. Thank you with that. All right. So Mystic Seer here is actually, these particular collective consciousness for today, we're all trying to get to the top of the mountain, and we are all taken back and looking at shedding our ego, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing to do. I should put Alley Cat back in here because I don't show my cards. I just read from them. And also, too, is that we do have to take a little more downtime for ourselves. But make it, so if let's just say you get a half an hour throughout the day, just make it a half an hour that is not just wasted on something outside of yourself. Make it truly beneficial to your soul. Start thinking in terms of my body, my mind, that type of thing, my soul, my heart, just pay attention to the information that you're getting. And everybody can channel. There's nothing special about channeling information. We used to call it gut instinct, and once upon a time, I don't know whatever happened to that term. But again, as we go through these changes, it is a big change that we're going through right now. And I just kind of wanted to kind of bring up something very quickly here before we go. Let's see where this is at. 1 second. So Ozzy Osbourne out there, and I'm only saying his name, this way because it's just all over in my face out on social media. He did that one song that basically talked about changes that are coming. If you listen to any of the music from the 70s, it's very prevalent to today. And I actually love that, that I can actually see that. And you will also be able to see that. So in Ozzy's song, in closing here, he says, times have, I can't sing it, so don't expect me to sing his song, but times have changed and times are strange. Here I come, but I ain't the same. Mama, we're coming home. Time's gone by, it seems to be. You could have been a better friend to me. Mama, I'm coming home. So he says, you took me in and you drove me out. Yeah, you had me hypnotized. And it just talks so much about what we've all been through. We've all been hypnotized. I'm talking about this from a level of global consciousness. Lost and found and turned around by the fire in your eyes. And you can translate that anything that you want. You made me cry and you told me lies. And we've been through all this of the lies. It hurts so bad, but it's been so long. Mama, I'm coming home. So selfish love, yeah, we both have done it alone. So he's talking about a relationship. We're talking about something much more bigger than that. Something that has affected every heart and soul. And today, I think it was the funeral for him, or there was a parade or something out there in the UK, and it's all over YouTube, where everybody was saying goodbye. And this man that everyone thought was so, I don't know, there were so many different words, that touched so many different hearts. The last time I seen this was Princess Di and Elvis. And now we're coming to see this. It's not ironic that he did a concert for millions of people across the world and then he died. So this is what I'm telling you, is how powerful each individual is. You don't have to go out there and, just do something so big. It's the little things in life that we do. So that's my reading in closing. And I want to say blessings to everybody out there. And I hope you catch us next Monday. We're going to be doing more of these. What do you have to say in passing, Alley Cat?
Breathe, ground, and spread the light.
Beautiful. All right. If anybody wants a full reading, either from Alley Cat, let me see if I could find where her. Here's her email address. Why isn't that there? Hold on, Buck. Get out of here, Buck. Go away, Buck. I don't know why your banner's not coming up here.
It's all good.
Wow. Can you see it? It's
yes,
down below.
Yeah, it's going.
It's going. Okay, I was thinking it was going to pop up. And then here, if you want to contact me, and all that I would ask for if I were to do a particular half-hour reading for you is that you could see up in the upper right-hand corner, there's a little green QR code. You just click on that, send me an email to here, ttpreadings@gmail.com. Let me know that you have done this, and whatever your questions are, we'll do a personal reading for you. And Alley Cat will also do the same. All right, everyone. Take care. Blessings, everyone. And we'll see you next week. Bye now.
From the moment I saw your smiling face, I knew in my heart you were my saving grace. You're the sunshine on my darkest days. With you, I'm lost in an endless maze. Every touch, every kiss sets me free. In your arms is where I long to be. Together we'll face whatever comes our way. Forever and always we'll seize the day.